Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Local Negativity by GDC. So definitely pay attention to the rules here, either read them carefully or watch my explanation, because they are a little bit different than what you might be used to. So first of all, we do have normal Sudoku rules. So in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have fog in the grid. Most of these cells are just this dark gray color. That means they're fogged. So there could be more information underneath those cells hidden by the fog. And so part of the puzzle is we need to reveal the fog. Well, the way we reveal the fog is by getting a correct digit. If I place the correct digit in here, it will reveal what's underneath that fog as well as everything around it. All 8 cells around it will also get revealed, if not already revealed, of course. So we'll be revealing the entire puzzle as we solve it. Now, of course, that does mean you could just click on a cell and try 1 through 6, and the correct one will reveal. And so then you could guess. But that's not the point of the puzzle. The point is the puzzle can be solved completely logically, and you're just cheating yourself if you do that. The intent is to not be doing that kind of thing. So only place a digit if you're logically confident that it's correct. But the fog will tell you if it's wrong, because it won't reveal. All right. If there was anything to reveal. All right, so let's go over the crop key pairs. So we have black and white dots in the grid. You'll have to just trust that there's a white dot somewhere, but there may or may not be white dots actually. But if there are, we'll go over the rules. So black dots, we can see these. That's a black dot and that's a black dot. Half of it's obscured by the fog, but cells might be separated by a black dot. And if they are, then the digits that go in those cells have a 1 to 2 ratio, meaning one of them is exactly double the other. So I'm going to use small digits here so I don't accidentally reveal the fog. But if this was a 4, then this could be a 2, or this would have to be a 2 because 4 is double 2. If this were a 2, I could put a 1 or a 4 here because 2 is double 1 and 4 is double 2. So the order doesn't matter. What matters is that one of the digits is exactly double the other. Let's just pretend we had white dots between these 2 cells just for demonstration purposes. So if there's a white dot here, that means that they're consecutive. So if this was a 2, this could be a 1 or a 3 because 1 and 3 are consecutive with 2. They have a difference of 1. All right. In addition to that, we have the start of a cage here. We don't know. I think the rules imply there's a single cage in the grid that encompasses some number of cells. And if both of the cells in the cage are adjacent, so if 2 adjacent cells, we know these 2, for example, are adjacent and are in the same cage because there isn't a cage border here. If there's not a cage border, then this has to be in the same cage. And so if 2 of the cells are in the cage and they're adjacent, then they must have a dot if they could have a dot. So, for example, if this were 2 and 4, there can be a black dot between them, so there should have been. Which means that this isn't going to happen because we know there's no black dot here. So because there's no black dot here, the 2 removes the 4. Also, there's no white dot here. So the 2 also removes 1 and 3. So that 1, 3, or 4, if this was a 2, 1, 3, or 4 would break the puzzle. We would be violating the anti-Kropke cage rule. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Sorry for the long rules explanation, but I figured that was necessary for this puzzle. The break-in is pretty clear to me. If you're used to black dots, you'll see that this is a chain of black dots, and it's a chain such that none of the digits can repeat because they're all in the same box. So if you think about it, we have to double a number twice because we're not going to be able to go back and repeat a previous number. So we can't double a number then have it, right? We can't do like 3, 6, 3 because then the 3 would repeat. So we're going to have to double twice. So starting at 1, we go 1, 2, 4. So that's one possibility. Or we could go 1, 2, 4 this way. But that's it. If we started with 2, we'd go 2, 4, 8. And 8 is outside of the range of 1 to 6. So this is what it has to be. 1, 4 pair here with a 2 right in the middle. Okay, that reveals the whole box. The whole box is in the cage. Oh, that's cute. The cage is marked with a black and a white dot to remind us. Okay, so I see that the next step is that we need to put a 3 and a 6 somewhere. And the 3 and 6 can't be next to each other. So if this was a 3-6 pair, we would need a black dot, and there's not. These are both in the cage. So this has to be a 3 or a 6. And I can already tell you it's not a 3, because if this was a 3, then it's going to be next to a 4. One of these is a 4, and the 3 will be next to one of them, and we would need a white dot, and we don't have it. So this is a 6. And then the 3 can't go next to the 2. So 3 ends up here. That resolves this. This can't be 4 anymore. So that's 1 and 4. And then this is a 5. Nice. All right, whole box is resolved. So let's just fill these triples here. I've got 1, 3, 6, and I've got 2, 4, 5. Now here, we got to be careful. This is not part of the anti-Kropke cage, so it could be a 6, for example, even though it's next to a 5. This, though, cannot be 2 or 4. That would be consecutive with the 3. So this has to be the 5. All right, nice. Got that revealed. 5 can't be next to 4, so that's 2, that's 4. But we cannot use the rule outside of the cage. So we, 5 not next to 4 was correct. Yes, so they're both in the same cage. And then Sudoku did this one. All right. And that 2, 4 is okay because this one's not in the cage, so that's okay. Okay, what are we doing next? Good question. So is there any digit that's difficult to place? Like the 2 is difficult to place, but only within an anti-Kropke cage. So maybe I should pay attention to these digits. Let's start here. So this could be a 1. It can't be 2, 3, or 4 because of the 3. It can't be a 5 because of this 5, and it can't be a 6 because of the 3. So actually, this is a naked 1. Okay. 3 removes a lot of digits. The 5 removes nothing. This can't be 2. I'd be careful about thinking about this because, again, these don't have to follow the anti-Kropke rule. So what are we doing next? This is a triple, 2, 4, 6, but again, the 1 can be next to the 2, just like this 2 is next to this 4. These 2 have to obey the anti-Kropke rule, and they aren't 5. I wonder if we can do something with that. So this can't be 1, it can't be 2, it could be 3, it can't be 4, 5, or 6. Oh, it's a naked 3. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, 5 removes 4, 5, and 6. So a digit that isn't 1 or 6 already removes at least 3 digits from the possibilities. That's crazy. All right, so that's a 3. That's not a 3. So now how about this one then? So this could be a 1, but it can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So this is a 1. Yeah, if you're next to a 3 and can't be 5, then you're 1. Yeah, next to 3, you can only be 1 or 5. That's kind of crazy. All right, so that's 6. That's not a 6. This is a pair. And the 2 can't go next to the 1. So the 2 is down here. And then this is our 4. And that's okay because this is outside the cage. That's not 2. That's not 4. Okay, next to 4, we can't put 2. That would need a black dot. So that's a 6, 4, and 2. And it looks like our cage ends here. So let's think about this cell, I guess. This could be 1. It can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. Wow. Yeah, because 4 removes 2 because of the black dot, and it removes 3, 4, and 5. And so this can only be 1 or 6, but it sees a 6. So that's 1. That's 3 and 1. Oh, we do have a white dot somewhere. It didn't lie. Okay, so the rest of this doesn't have the anti-Kropke rule. Just we have to follow this dot. This 2 ends up here. So the 2, basically the 2 in this box is here. These are 4, 5, 6. Okay, next to 5, 6. Okay, so we need a 3 in this column. It can't be next to a 5, 6 on a white dot. So that's the 3. This is the other 5, 6. That 3 is DT duting. This can't be 6 because of that 6. So that's 5 and 6. All right, 4, 5 pair. This is done. This is a 6. Down here we have 1 and 5. This one tells us that's 1 and 5. Up here we have the 2 and 3. That's 3 and 2. All right, 1, 2, 3. We need 4 and 6 here. This 6 tells us that's 4 and 6. That's a 5 and a 4. And then over here we need 3 and 5. And we're done. Neat. Yeah, that anti-Kropke is extremely powerful in 6x6 because there's only 6 digits in general. And something like a 4 removes 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it can only be the 1 or the 6. The 2 removes a bunch as well. Even the 3 was a lot. Yeah, the 2, 3, and 4 all remove quite a few digits. Even the 5 removes 3 of them. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that you can do full anti-Kropke in a full 6x6. I'm not positive about that, but I think that seems likely true. All right. In 9x9, it's a little bit more open. It's still quite restricted, but in 9x9, it's a bit more open because you have more digits to work with. All right, cool. Well, I enjoyed that, GDC. That was a neat idea and good execution. Hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.